Hello everyone, welcome to round number 14 of the NOFSRL Friendly Summer Series. Today we are live from Watkins Glen International in my home state of Watkins Glen, New York, for the Cheez-It 355 at the Glen. Oh boy, our only road course race of the season, and this will be a lot of fun today. Second race on the newly repaved Watkins Glen International. The track's a lot smoother, so you won't see a lot of cringiness around the racetrack. But anyway, only 3 spots, or actually I should say 4 spots, are left in the chase before 3 spots are left in the bracket before the playoffs begin, and anything can happen at Watkins Glen. And here's the main twist, if you get my joke. But Watkins Glen International, all road course races in the NOFSRL are caution-free. So, and who knows, you could see maybe even the same guy win every single playoff point in today's race. So anyway, in case you missed us at the last race, which took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the big upset came from the 77 of Cody Prince. You see him, he's starting mid-pack, was 40th in points going into the event, and took home the win of the Brickyard 400. Holding off Kenny Strummy. You see there he is, starting mid-pack. Anyway, as we take a look at our road to the 16th spot in the points, if we keep getting different winners until the playoffs begin. 13th place is Tanner Wazkiewicz. He's 28 points above the cutoff. He drives the 42. 14th is the 31 of Elijah Gordon, 13 points above the cutoff. 15th place is the 14 of Angie Brown, 8 points above the cutoff, and 16th place is the 23 of Josh Goot. He's 6 points ahead of the cutoff. 6 points behind the cutoff, and 17th, the 95 of Stuart Grant, a point behind him, and 18th is the 11 of Jay Jefferson. 19th is the 43 of Zachary Fitzwater, and 17 points back, and 20th is the 3 of Donovan Duthit, 18 points back. Alright, now because this, we do not do the full pace lap here at Watkins Glen International, they start right before they come into turn number 7. We're going to give you your starting lineup right now. So on the pole for today's race is the 48 of Brad Stover. Next to him, the 38 of Simon Nichols. Row 2, the 37 of Joe Jefferson and the 2 of Tristan Allen. Row 3, the 83 of Johnny Garner and the 95 of Stuart Gratton. Row 4, the 34 of Colin Denson and the 41 of Tammy Derrick. Row 5, the 24 John Andrews and the 18 Chris Gillard. Row 6, the 32 Reagan Whitlock and the 72 of Kenny Strummy. Row 7, the 77 of Cody Prince and the 15 Joseph Romanuk. Row 8, the 1 of Nathan Wazkiewicz and the 21 of Jonathan Logan. Row 9, the 4 of Edwin Mendez and the 47 of Marcus Sachi. Row 10, the 22 William Logan and the 88 of Marty Johnson. Row 11, the 96 of Sam Rogers and the 27 of Joshua Nichols. Row 12, the 31 of Elijah Gordon and the 7 of Aiden Shepard. Row 13, the 11 of Jay Jefferson and the 78 of Bryce Logan. Row 14, the 13 of Steve Morgan and the 55 of Caleb Hoffman. Row 15, the 6 of Julio Caesar and the 3 of Donovan Duthit. Row 16, the 66 of Davey Johnson and the 33 TJ Hanley. Row 17, the 23 of Josh Goot and the 17 of Cody Smart. Row 18, the 19 of Jake Rogers and the 43 of Zachary Fitzwater. Row 19, the 5 of Eli Bright and the 51 of Julius Anderson. Row 20, the 14 of Angie Brown, the 10 of Isaac Nichols. And row 21, the 20 of Cole Baker, and the 42 of Tanner Wazkiewicz. Let's get the command to fire the engines for the Cheez-It 355. And the engines are fired up. Hope none of these drivers have Ricky Allen problems as we get to the green flag. And yes, that is the first time I've said it in many weeks. All the drivers go and they are clear. And we are also hoping that this racetrack stays clean before this weekend's Cup and Xfinity Series races at Watkins Glen. NASCAR needs this track by Friday for the K&N race. They come into turn number 7. The pace car comes into pit road. They pit on the right side and not the left side. But all that matters is we are about to go green flag racing at Watkins Glen. A huge stack up in the back of the pack. But we're racing in New York. car on the wall already is the 24 of John Andrews, and many cars off the track sliding off of turn 7. But they're just loose. They keep it green. For the race lead, Simon Nichols trying to take a look underneath Brad Stover. Few cars up into the runoff area of the track, but the 38 car Simon Nichols takes the lead, and Brad Stover led the first lap in today's race. Johnny Gar on the 83 is up there in the 3rd position. The battle for 5th is on between Tristan Allen and Colin Denton. And Garner up to the bumper of Brad Stover. This will help the 38 try to pull away. Just trying to see if we have any wrecks. Some drivers. The 19, Jake Rogers, had some damage. Let's just rewind real quick and see if he got spun out. Let's see. Yes, he did get spun out. Into turn 1, the 51, Julius Anderson into him. And nowhere for the 5 of Eli Gray to go. Check out the onboard on Julius. Into the right rear quarter panel and bam. Nowhere to go for the right rear. Great. Anyway, the 2nd lap of the race is complete. The first playoff point awarded at lap number 6. Johnny Garner could not get by Brad Stover. Oh, Tristan Allen into the wall, as well as Tammy Durek. And a battle for the 4th position in the race. Allen's already locked into the playoffs, so he is all good for now, luckily, but thank goodness that did not cause a major wreck. They're all single file looking like it for now. But drivers are just trying to get every position they can. You see Sam Rogers trying to look underneath on Tristan Allen. Bryce loading the 78 off the track for now. And the 7 car for the wall, and around goes Aiden Shepard. Steve Morgan is in it. TJ Hanley looks like he suffered some damage as well. Let's watch what happened. So off of turn 7, the 7 car up into the safer barrier. The 13 gets into the 3, then the 3 got into the 7. Look at the 7 car just do a 360. And I don't know how much damage Donovan Duthit has, but if he does have damage, that could. Oh, Caleb Hoffman's in it as well. It would be huge for the 7 car because he's near the top 20 in points at the moment. Meanwhile, focusing back up front, Simon still has the race lead. Stuart Grant and Colin Denton battle it out. This is for the 5th position. Stuart Grant won this race last season. He's a road course expert here in the Summer Series. Off of 7, let's just double check, see if any cars suffered some more damage in the wreck. Maybe Steve Morgan may have gotten turned around a few more times. William Logan has some damage to the 22. If we can take a look real quick and see how that damage occurred. Because he's got a lot of damage on his rear spoiler. We had a wreck in the S's. Oh! Yes, there we go. That's what it caused us all. Josh Goot into Marcus Sachi, and around they go. That's a dangerous place to be spinning out. Big for Josh Goot, he's 6 points above the cutoff. However, though, William, that's not how Logan suffered that damage. Oh, we had a wreck off of... Oh, no, look at this. Sachi got him to 22. Jake Jefferson, nowhere to go. Marty Johnson almost involved in the wreck. Where the heck did the 11 car go? Did the 11 go off the track? I think he's in the boot. The 11 car is in the boot. I wish, look at this from the blimp. Spins. It just hits the sand barriers. He's off the track. He's in the outer loop. And bam, done for the day is Jake Jefferson. And the other cars out of the race. The 55, the 13, the 11, done for the day. Let's shift our hands up front here. Stover and Garner have caught up to the back bumper of Simon Nichols. This is for the first playoff point. Meanwhile, it's a three-way battle for the fourth spot. Joe Jefferson, Colin Denton, and Stuart Grant. Grant all over the back bumper of car number 34. Off of turn 7. It will be the 38 of Simon Nichols receiving the first playoff point in today's race. Still battling for 5th, the 95 on. Let's go on board with Stewart in one layout. So in case anyone likes to shift the iRacer and ask me to look for any other video games, watch this gear, it'll show you. So you want to go up to 4th gear and have to come down the S's. Grant looks like he's going to go for a pass here. He's got the momentum, and oh, what a pass he makes on Colin Denton. Oh, but he had to get off the gas for a moment. He's back into 3rd gear. He's got a better line on the track. Watching the 6. Denton's got the edge for now. Ah, nice try by... Oh, he's not giving up, though. Grant is not giving up just yet. He's got the pass, and Denton's up in the wall. And now Reagan Whitlock and Colin Denton will battle it out for position. By the way, the 30, yeah, we did mention the 38 did win that playoff point. Some debris on the track, maybe from that 4 of Mendez, nope, the 41 of Derek. He had some right side damage to his she had some damage to her mobile 1 protection. Ford. Brad Stover has a better line, and he's able to come up to the 38 for the race lead. Nice try though by Stover. Had to get off the gas for a moment. Here goes Johnny Garner looking for 2nd on the 48. Stover puts the block, and they're in 6. They nearly made contact. Garner trying to make it work on the high line. Not working out for the 83 car. But they're dead even at the line. Garner will take the 2nd spot for now. As they head into turn 1, they're still side by side. Garner to 2nd. This helps out Simon Nichols keep the lead. Any updates on any further accidents? Not that I know of at the moment. It's getting tight in turn 1 between the 3, the 20, and the 66. So Johnny Garner will go up into the 2nd position. Simon's got a clear lead at the moment. The only way possible if the 38 does get slowed down is by lap traffic on the 22 cars in the inner loop. It could happen late in the race, but who knows? We're just going to have to find out what happens. One up in the wall as well, Tammy Jurek. That's a nice view from the bridge. I like looking at these speed shots. They're really cool to see how these drivers are racing in the dangerous parts of the track. A lot of single fire racing. A crash in the inner loop. And around goes Kenny Sturmy with Colin Denton and Jonathan Logan. The Tenzin. Oh no! Is there oil on the track? Many cars getting loose. Fitzwater wants Kiewicz. Oh no! Huge championship implications. Let's take a look. So in the inner loop. Oh, Stremmy just gets in a dent and turns them sideways. And then Jonathan, how does Logan get turned into the 21? Into the 34. He just got loose, it looks like. There was Marty Johnson as well. There's Julio Caesar. Watch all these other guys come into this. Just wait. Tanner Watts, Kiewicz, Zachary Fitzwater. There are major championship implications. Luckily, Denton's already in. But for Fitzwater and Watts, Kiewicz, that is huge for them. If we can take a look at the onboard here, we'll watch Colin Denton. Let's show you another number we have. It's with Tanner Kiewicz. So now we have to see if we had any other bad wrecks happen. The 6 is coming out of pit row. Look at the damage to all these race cars. Watkins Glen International can tear you up in a heartbeat. Good battle here between Stuart Grant and Reagan Whitlock, as well as Joe Jefferson. This is for the 4th position. Whitlock and Grant battle for 5th. Grant will fall back in line. Jonathan Logan will be done for the day. Julio Caesar's now 1 lap down, and he's on pit road. And we will catch up to lap traffic. Oh, never mind. I thought we were. I was looking at these top 3, my mistake. But Johnny Garner has caught up to the 30th of Simon Nichols. They head up into the S's. There's going to be a lot of single file races from now on. Oh yeah, by the way, Simon Nichols just received his 2nd playoff point. Here's a battle right here. Elijah Gordon and Edwin Mendez found a good battle here. It's for the 17th position, and Gordon trying to advance his position. And he's got that at the moment. Taking a look for some more side-by-side racing, but they're all just single file for now. At the moment, I thought I saw some smoke, but never mind, it did not. Look at the draft. Grant is giving to that 32 of Whitlock. Neely's going to bump him. Whitlock a little loose there for a moment into turn 7. Look at this 5 camera split there. Look how, I want to show you how close that racing was. Look, you can't even see the rookie stripes on that 32 car. And yes, that is right. I forgot. Shout out to Zachary Fitzwater for saying this in the chat. But the 83 is actually a hometown native. He was born in the state of New York, moved to Denver, Colorado for a few years, and now he is back in New York. Hometown boy trying to win the race. But these Australians are very good at road course racing. You know, Stuart Grant won last season. Simon Nichols learning from Stuart Grant really well. Meanwhile, man, this is some exciting racing. Entering turn 6, it is like it's 6 cars underneath a blanket. This racing seems really good. Sam Rogers trying to make a run on John Andrews for the position. This is for 7. I don't take that. Andrews gets a little bit loose, and this could help out the 18 of Chris Taylor entering the S. The 15 to 24 makes some contact. Luckily, nothing bad happens in that. Willock, though, starts to pull away from Joe Jefferson. So it looks like this will be a 3-car battle for the win between Simon Nichols, Johnny Garner, and Brad Stover, unless these three have problems. Now, there is the 6-car of Julio Caesar. He's just exiting the S's, so most likely they will catch up to the 6, and everything will change. The 42 is a maybe, the 88 as well as a maybe. They could catch up to lap traffic in this race. That would definitely change everything. We have 3 to go before the 3rd playoff point is awarded. Simon Nichols has hit every single lap so far today. And it looks like Joe Jefferson trying to protect his 6th position from Sam Rogers. Stuart Grandis started to pull away from the 37. He's trying to find a double file battle. Joshua Nichols trying to look underneath Tammy Durek. This is in the back of the pack for the 14th spot. Joshua clears the 41. Elijah Gordon and Edward Mendez battle for 17. I go with Elijah. He's not giving up the spot just yet. The 4 will clear the 31. Chris Gillard, Joseph Dominic battle for 7th. 15 clears the 18. On the 37, I think he's got a problem with the car. Something happened to Joe Jefferson. Let's take a look and see what happened, because he's now back in 10th. He was 6th at the line. Let's take a look if he made a mistake. We have an onboard with Joe. He's got a visor cam as well, luckily. Let's take a look. Does he get bumped out of the way? Oh, yes, he does. Lost a lot of time in the wall. Now he's back in 10th. So the final lap before this next playoff point is awarded. Any updates on the track? The 21 is retired. The 43 is retired as well. Zachary Fitzwater got in a wreck. Let's look at what happened to him. This happened on the 9th lap of the race. I just realized that Fitzwater retired, and we didn't even get a chance to look at the footage. Oh yeah, he was part of that rack here as well. That inner loop rack. Forgot about that. But look at this, guys. Gardner is up to the back bumper of Simon Nichols. He's not giving up. So Simon will lead at the line. He'll get the 3rd playoff point of the day. 3 playoff. He didn't. I don't think he had any. No, he had a playoff point going into today's race. I'm pretty sure. But man, a good day so far for Simon. Joseph Romanuk, Sam Rogers battle. This is for 6th. They almost made contact. The 6 cars in turn 7, I believe they will catch up to him. But Garner is still there with the 38, not giving it up. It was .45 last time at the line. This should be a much faster lap. The 83 car is faster by 0.2 on the racetrack at the moment. Now the gap at the line is .41, so it's a nearly identical times Garner just faster by 4/100ths of a second. There's 4 to go in the race. Lap traffic will be a factor with Julio Caesar in the 6th. Now a lot of the drivers have all spread out. John Andrews and Chris Gillard though battle for 8th. Bryce Logan helping out Cody Prince enters the battle as well. You go on board with car 77. Watch closely here. It's getting tight. Andrews goes into the grass. Prince has Logan. Bryce Logan has this 2-8 for further racing in front of him. The 15 playing defense on the 96. 3 laps to go. A tire issue for William Logan has taken him out of the race just now. Simon a little faster than Johnny Garner that time. If these two, though, get side by side, this could help out Brad Stover in the 48. Caesar's just exiting the S's. He is 4 seconds slower than the 38. Was around I don't know how many miles per hour it was. 110. And then here it is 110 as well. So they could catch up to the 6 in the straightaways, but the 38 ran a much higher line compared to Johnny Garner. I don't know how much faster that made the 38 car. Probably did, actually. We'll have to look at the line. I'm not too sure by that. We'll have 2 laps to go at Watkins Glen coming to the line. Got a great game crash there for a moment. It's a half-second lead for Simon Nichols over Johnny Garner. Brad Stover currently runs in 3rd. Julio Caesar just entering the S's as well as the top 3. I believe they will catch up to the 6 car before the race ends, and it will determine who wins this race. There's the 6. I believe they'll catch him next lap. This race is going to have a great finish to it. 3 cars battling for the race win. The drivers in 4th are just entering the inner loop. But yeah, 3 cars in a battle to win it, and it could be determined by lap traffic. Into turn 6, they will see the white flag this time by 1 lap to go. Brought to you by Credit One Bank. Will Simon Nichols get his first win this season, or first win for an Australian this season? Or will Johnny Garner pull off an upset? Remember, Garner has not won a race in the Summer Series since Season 1, and the 38 will get by the 6 cleanly. 38 clears the 6. Now what will Johnny Garner do? He'll get by the 6 as well. Brad Stover, though, will he get by the 6? I think he may get slowed down with all the traffic, and he will. This will end Brad Stover's chances at a win. Next lap car, Marty Johnson. They will not be a factor at the end of this race. Tough break for Stover. He may bump the 6 car out of the way. They nearly get together. Stover trying to make the run on the high side, but this battle's not done just yet between Garner and Nichols. Into turn 7. Garner not done just yet. May have one last chance on turn 7. He's got to run. Will he put the bumper on the 38? Here they come into turn 7. What will happen? And it looks like the 38 will do it. He will lead every lap today and get every playoff point. Simon Nichols wins at the Glen. And the 83 very close to getting the victory. Oh man. 2 more chances though to get into the playoffs. Garner 2nd, Brad Stover 3rd, Reagan Whitlock 4th, Stuart Grant 5th, Sam Rogers 6th, Joseph Romnick 7th, Chris Gillard 8th, Bryce Logan 9th, and John Andrews is 10th. Congrats to Simon Nichols on getting the win today. A wild race here at Watkins Glen International. Tomorrow we will have the Xbox Amateur Series take place at Watkins Glen. And is this race officially complete? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Where are the rest of the results, in case anyone's wondering? Alright, so let's export the stuff into score 4. I'm a time slot stealer. Well, Tristan, though, look at the playoff points you got. You got 6 playoff points. So Simon Nichols, he's got 9 playoff points. Wow. Alright, so for all-time wins, I know Simon's on this list. He's won before. He now has, that was his 3rd win of the season. Well, 3rd win in the NOFSRL, not his 3rd win of the season. Derp. That was his 2nd career win in the Summer Series. His first, I believe, was coming at, I want to say, the Kentucky Speedway. Now we load up score 4. So Simon Nichols, 1-2. Jake Rogers now the 2nd. 3rd is Joe Jefferson. 4th, Julius Anderson. 5th, Colin Denton. 6th, Nathan Wazkiewicz. 7th, Edwin Mendez. 8th, Joseph. 8th, Tristan Allen. 9th, Joseph Rounduk. 10th, Steve Morgan. 11th is now Simon Nichols. 12th, Cole Baker. 13th is Cody Prince. But now, here is the thing. We do give playoff points for the top 10 in the regular season. This regular season battle is not done just yet. So we have 2 races to go. 48 times 2 is 96. Any of these drivers with less than 96 points have a chance at the regular season title. So, from John Andrews to us, which I don't think John Andrews will, it is now a 36-car battle for the top 10 in playoff points. Elijah Gordon now up to 2nd, gained 3 spots by that. So now he is currently 14th at the moment. I believe, yep, 14th is Elijah Gordon. 15th is Stuart Grant. 16th, Tanner Watts-Kiewicz. 17th is Angie Brown. 18th, Josh Goot. 19th, Joshua Nichols. 20th is Johnny Gardner. Gardner now entering the title picture, the playoff picture at the moment. How does Hoffman... Alice Hoffman's still the only one that's made $1 million so far this season. Joker's Racing still in a tight playoff battle. Look at Richard Chodas Racing as well. There are 3-car teams. They're still in the playoff hunt. Hoffman still leading Rookie of the Year points, and Chevy still leading the manufacturer points. So the next race for these guys will be next week. They go to the Michigan International Speedway, and I do have a big announcement regarding the Xbox Amateur Series race. Excuse me. When we go to Michigan, tomorrow will be the Xbox Amateur Series race from Watkins Glen, and that will be a good one to watch. Anyway, I'm Ray Scally. You've been watching the NOFSRL Friendly Summer Series. Congratulations to the 38 of Simon Nichols for getting the win in today's race. And we will see you guys next week at Michigan.